Hey everyone, this is Santoshi Shah from Abler HD Canada. Welcome to our channel where we bring depth conversation with influencer and leader who shape our communities. Today I have a pleasure to speak with Raveena Rajasingham, Conservative Party nominee for MP in Pickering. So we are going to talk with her that how she is different from other candidate and what's the future plan for her. And thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you to Albert HD Canada for having me as well. Thank you. This is great.
So Raveena, can we start by knowing a little bit more about your background and what motivated you for running MP in Pickering?
Absolutely. So again, my name is Raveena Rajasingham. I've been in Pickering for the last 19 years, living with my family, my husband and 3 children, and they all grew up in Pickering. So a little bit about my background. My background is in healthcare. My title is National Cardiology Clinical and Device Specialist for a private company. And I'm also a seasonal professor at Athabasca University. So that's my professional background, and a little bit maybe about myself is what is my passion. My passion of ever since I've been in Canada from 1986 is giving back to the community. So I've worked very hard to be where I am right now, but it's important that we give back to the community. So I've been involved in so many different initiatives throughout wherever I lived in the community. So one of the things that I'm involved here now is in with the Royal Canadian Legion of Pickering. I'm actually their youth education chair for the last 9 years, which is involving a lot of the Remembrance Day competition and so forth, and then also public speaking competition, as well as I'm also the founder of Library Science for Ajax and Pickering Library Science Fair. And it's my passion to get out with the younger people and encourage them, along with free health seminars. I'm also a specialist in hypertension, so and an academic as well. So I'm always giving free seminars and workshops for hypertension. And those are the few things that I've done. There's a lot more I've done, like during COVID time, we used to collect food for food banks, and we did hygiene packages for the homeless shelters and so forth. There's just so many that I've done, but it's about, for me, it's about giving back to the community. And it's about working with a woman, as also working with the young people, our youth, because I feel youth are our future generation. And it's important that we give them any platform that they can get to bring out their skills. So I've been doing that actually in Pickering, as well as going back even 10 years in Brooklyn area, which is the riding that I'm running in Pickering, Brooklyn. So I'm really involved, and I'm not only not involved in Canada, in giving back in Canada, I'm also doing international projects for women empowerment and Parkinson's as well. I've been involved in as an advisor in the World's Parkinson's program, so I'm giving a lot of help with that or across the world to those who have Parkinson's. So those are just few things that I like to mention, but there's lots more.
So what exactly motivated you to come to the politics?
That's a good question, because a lot of people ask me at the door, so you've got your health card, you're doing well, so what really enticed you to go into politics? So I really think politics, and going into politics, I could bring more voice to the people that I'm already serving, which is Pickering, Brooklyn, or like the larger community of Durham. So now we've got so my kids, it's actually your own personal things too, right? Because like myself, like my family, a lot of people are going to be affected in the future. So we need the right person with the right mindset, a right leader going into politics in order to make these important decisions that are going to be important for the next 4, 8, 12 years. So for example, my daughter is going into university. I'm afraid that when she comes out of university, will she have a job? Will she be able to afford a house? And also healthcare. Will she have a family physician or healthcare? Those are the things that was going in. Is a thing that everybody shared. While I was knocking on the doors, a lot of people share that same concerns, right? And what are we going to do with jobs? So that's what made me think, and when, of course, with the permission of my kids and supportive from my husband, and I said, okay, this is it. I'm there for people. I'm there for our young people. I'm there for our seniors. I'm there for everybody to go out and bring that, whatever that's needed, to be able to fight for people in Ottawa, or bring those issues to Ottawa and see how I could help them.
Yeah, that's good. It's like you want to think about everybody, That's the good thing, because in politics, lots of people, I'm not telling about everybody, but lots of people just think about themselves. They just want to get elected. They just think about their benefits. But politics is all about everybody, because
Absolutely.
we choose that person.
Absolutely.
So that's the good thing. You think about people, and you are from healthcare.
That's
so
right.
you know how people feel and what's the problem they are facing.
Absolutely.
So that's the good thing. So I want to know about the issues. So what do you think? What are the major issue in Pickering area, and how you are going to address them?
Yeah, so when I'm at the doors, a lot of people are facing, like, since I'm in healthcare, they usually say, I don't have a family physician. So how can we improve that, right?
Yeah.
We have so healthcare is very important, whether it's Pickering or anywhere, healthcare is very important. And then also food on the table is very important.
That's
a lot
correct.
of people cannot afford food 3 times a day or even 1 meal a day. Last weekend, I was helping the St. Paul's on the Hill Community Food Bank, and it's very sad to see now the increase in people going to the food bank to get food. So we don't have like maybe the jobs that are affecting people don't have jobs to afford those food, put food on the table for their family. And then the housing crisis is incredibly bad right now, because a lot of people can't afford whether it's an apartment building or even a house. A lot of people can't afford. So I see lots of people on the streets. In Pickering before, we never used to have a lot of people on the street asking for money, but now I see more and more. So we need to address those issues, and we need to look at everybody as a whole, not you're from this place, that place, or this religion or what. Everybody is a human being. We need to address that, and we need to take in. That's why I'm open, because of all the stuff that I've done in the community, and I have the passion for, like me, everybody has to live their good life. So that's where I'm seeing those things when I knock on the door. Those are the issues people are facing. Some people also talk about the environment as well. The environment that we're living in is, we need to protect our environment. So I've done some environmental projects in the past where we've planted so many different trees, cleaned the park, so we don't have plastics all over, just those kind of environments. So those are some of the issues that people are talking to me about that I will be addressing. And everybody, if there's any other issues, like there's talking about airports coming in, are we going to have it or not? Those kind of issues that we've been getting from people. But certainly the affordability of housing, the food, the interest rate, right? The food, it's just amazes me how people are suffering now.
So what you have a plan, any kind of policy you are going to bring when you get elected as an MP of Pickering? So what kind of policy will you bring to solve these issues?
Right. So we have right now. So the Pierre Poilievre is one of his platform is for, let's talk about the healthcare platform.
Yeah.
Right. He has a platform called Blue Seal platform, where it helps a lot of especially with now we have a shortage of staff in healthcare, whether it's physicians or any nurses or technologists. So he's going to be able to speed up the process of getting through the process and getting their licenses. So that should help with some of the issues that we have with general practitioners or any healthcare workers. So that should be good. So it's the Blue Seal program. Blue Seal program not only talks about physicians or in the healthcare sector, but also in the other areas as well, which means that an engineer who comes from another country, where he could have his support or go through his examination process and be able to get employed here. So those are the things that would help our country do better.
So recently I heard of one news that about the milk product Silk or Great Value. So they are putting some kind of stuff. The factory is in the Pickering. So because of that milk product, 2 people died in Ontario, and 14 people affected in different provinces like Alberta, Nova Scotia. So I just want to know, they are very big and brand people, right? So how they can negligate and make this kind of product which is killing people, because it's milk, it's not only for mature people, also children are using. So how, if somebody is trusting to those product, and they are neglecting and they are making this kind of product which is harmful for the people. So how your party is going to ensure it that whatever, at least for food, whatever we are eating, it's safe for the people?
Absolutely. So yes, we need to make sure that the guidelines are put forth, more stricter guidelines and more quality assurance should be put in before the product goes out. I think that is very important, because especially anything that you're consuming, you need to be making sure. So again, maybe stricter policies or more guidelines, or even review what they currently are practicing, could help in the future. It's good for the company to follow that protocol, as well as or enlarge as well. Like any company, it could be anybody else next time, right? So we should have those policies in place and make sure that are they following it, or is there anything else we could do extra in order to have that extra measure before it goes out to the consumers.